Hello, everyone, and happy Monday. Welcome to the Prism for Enterprises School of Small Business, where we provide small business owners and aspiring entrepreneurs with strategies, answers to their questions, tips, resources, and techniques to help them along their small business journey. I am Salome Chung, CEO of Prism for Enterprises. I would like to invite you to tell your friends, your family, anyone you know of that is an aspiring business owner, have great ideas that they think might make an awesome business, to tune in to our podcast. Please also find us on YouTube and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our episodes. Today, my focus is going to be on automation and how important is automation to the small business owner. Most small business owners are solopreneurs, so everything is on their shoulders. So automation and keeping everything in line, have their systems in place is super, super important. So our conversation today is going to be with Rita Thomas, who is the expert on automation. Rita is an entrepreneur and automation specialist, and she's going to impart on our audience today all the awesome information you need to know about automation. Sorry, Rita, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you offer our audience. What should our audience expect from you?
Yeah, thank you so much for having me here. It's an honor to be on your podcast, Salome. And I am looking forward to bringing lots of really great information to your audience. By using automation strategically in your business, you can reclaim time. You can make more money with less stress. You can have some of that time for making more money, which is even better, or spending it with your family or on your hobbies and some of those things that you probably miss since you started a business, because it can become overwhelming.
Okay, thank you, Rita. And I'm so excited and so happy you're here. And I just want to thank you for taking time out of a busy schedule to be here with us. Speaking of which, busy schedules and entrepreneurship, Rita, how can a business owner experience less stress and make more money at the same time with your system? What does your system offer to entrepreneurs that helps them to address this really pressing issue?
Well, that is the big, big question, isn't it? When you start a business, you quickly figure out that you are not enough. One person really cannot manage all of the little minute details that are very important to the daily operation of a business, along with developing, promoting, selling, and delivering the product or service that you started your business for in the first place. I mean, think about it. You were so excited you were going to maybe change the world, at least change the world of some people who really need your product. And you were so excited. And almost immediately, all of the little details just started to pile up that had to be taken care of. And then you find yourself kind of stuck in the keyboard, just trying to manage lead generation, collecting information on the people that you meet. And even when you get, you go to meetings and you meet people and you get their business cards, just trying to wrangle all that information and then turn it into some way of creating revenue for your company, it can be mind-boggling. So let me tell you, I've always had a photography business. I'm a professional photographer, and I specialize in branding and marketing pictures and video for business owners for their marketing. And I always had a full-time job. For 10 years, I had a business and a full-time job. And I never was able to parlay that business income into something that would sustain me so I could leave my day job or even go to a part-time job, because I was trying to do every single thing and touch every single client at every step of their journey. And when you do that, here's what it looks like. It looks like a revenue roller coaster. So when you're gathering leads, you're down here in the low part, you haven't even started yet, like you're at the gate at the roller coaster hasn't even moved yet. So you're gathering leads, and then you start selling, and all of a sudden, yeah, I'm getting all these orders. These people are buying from me. Meantime, you're getting no more leads, and because you're focused on selling, you're not developing your product or shipping any out. So then all of a sudden you sell all those products, and then you realize, oh my gosh, okay, I have to either make them, ship them out, deliver them, spend the time with these people that I'm coaching. So then during that time, when you're fulfilling those orders, you're not making any money and you're not bringing in more leads because you're totally.
Yeah, you're not cultivating any new clients because you don't have systems in place to start to generate those leads while you're servicing the current.
So then you go back up when you start to earn some more money again, and it's a roller coaster, and it is not fun. It is not like the ones at the amusement park, because those end and you get off the ride and it was exhilarating and fun, and you might want to do it again, but not in business. That does not feel good. So what happens with automation is some of each of those tasks, the getting leads, the selling, the fulfillment, and then creating raving fans out of the people that have bought from you. If you automate bits and pieces of that throughout the cycle, then you're going to be able to be on a more steady, even keel, and you'll be able to do all of those things at one time and sleep and have a life. So a lot of people feel like when they start to realize, oh boy, this is a speeding train and it's going faster than I can keep up with, I need to hire an assistant. But really, if you're on that revenue roller coaster, you can't pay someone. And then also at that point in time, it's hard to get your brain around what you can give to someone, what you can delegate to someone else. And it takes time to train them. And then I like to say that using automation is like hiring a VA that works 24/7, never takes a day off, and never asks for a raise. So you know that those tasks that you put on automation, they're going to be done. And again, 24 hours a day is really important, because a lot of us, most of us that have an online business, we can serve clients anywhere in the world. Mm-hmm. So therefore, it could be 3 o'clock in the morning, you're sound asleep, hopefully, right? You're sound asleep. Someone purchases your product, immediately they get an email. Immediately that product is delivered to them if it is electronic. Immediately you receive a task on your to-do list that in the morning when you wake up, there you go, you've got part of your to-do list already created for you in the morning with all the information that you need to call that person, touch base with them, and follow up on that sale. So the automation it buys you time, really. And another thing that I felt like after I started using automation in my business, by the way, I was able to quit my job. Woo-hoo, quit my day job.
Awesome.
I felt like I was buying peace of mind as well. It's the only time in my life I've ever seen where you could actually pay money for something and get peace of mind.
Yeah. And that's the transition that most side hustlers or entrepreneurs yearn for, is to make that transition from I have a job and I have a side hustle to I'm a business person. I am a bona fide business owner, ready to take on the world and to sell my product, service, and become successful.
That's exactly right. And that's what we all want. And really, as much as you feel passionate about the product that you have to offer, there are people out there seeking you. They're looking for you. They need that.
Mhm.
They need your service and they're looking for you. So using automation, it's almost like you can clone yourself.
Yeah.
Business owners tell me they need 2 more brains and 8 more arms just to keep up with the business end of it. Why? So then they can be out selling and
More
meeting,
clients, yeah.
yeah, getting more clients and being the face of the company. The
And
face of the company should not look like this.
absolutely. The face of the company should be going, hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. How can I be of service to you? Rather than doing the minutia of every day. You touched on this earlier, Rita, about saving time and what entrepreneurs or aspiring business owners could be doing with the time that they save when they have the automation piece put in place.
Yeah. So yeah, a lot of them tell me the very first thing that they do is spend more time with their family. And you may be able to say to yourself, I spend time with my family. But a lot of them tell me before they found automation and started using it, they would be on the couch with their family watching maybe a Disney movie, right?
Doing
But
this,
their
right?
mind was on their business.
Yeah.
They had this ticking to-do list in their head, or the other side is going, did you do that? Did I forget to do that? Is this going to happen okay? What if this? What if that? And they're not really with their family in spirit and in
Not
mind.
present. Yeah.
Not present. Yes.
Yeah, they're not really present. Their body is there, but the mind is in 10 different places.
And a lot of people feel like and believe that that is just a price to pay for having your own business.
Mhm.
They honestly think that it should be that difficult, and that means you're doing a good job.
Okay.
But I'm here to tell you, you can do a good job, a great job. You can have a successful business, and you can have that peace of mind to walk away from it for a few hours or days. How bad? Go to the beach. How nice would that be? And know that it's going to keep working while you're living your
While
life.
you're doing, yeah. It's kind of like making money while you're sleeping because you put the systems in place that's doing all of that for you.
Well, and speaking of that, I've gotten notifications while we've been on this podcast that money has come in because of automation that I have.
Wow, amazing. Okay. So for those people who are listening in that are thinking, man, I really want to start a business, but I don't have the time. I don't know how to do it. I don't know what to do. Simply put, what does automation mean for a small business? Is it taking care of my emails, taking care of my marketing, taking care of, what does automation mean to someone who needs that help where they don't have their fingers in 10 pies every day?
Exactly. So a very, very basic low level kind of automation would be you create a page that tells people about your wonderful product. You have something to give them for free, like I do today. I always have something for free. And you tell them how great it is. And then they click the button and say, I want that for free. And they put their information in. So then that starts a series of automatic things that are going to happen. You're going to receive their information into your client relationship management database, your email list. You receive the information in there. You receive a notification that someone has signed up for that thing. They receive an email that delivers that thing to them. And then they receive 2 or 3 or 4 more emails to stay engaged with them, give them more information, and offer them something for a small price that they can purchase from you and start that client journey, all of that can happen literally while you're asleep or on the beach with your family, or while you're doing a TV appearance or marketing your business or meeting with a very important client. All of that happens automatically. And so that's, a lot of people call that lead gen, or they call that a lead magnet. And that would be a landing page that we started with, or sales page, or squeeze page. There's a lot of terms for it. And I'm saying these because you may have heard some of these, pardon me. You may have heard some of these terms floating around and you didn't know what all of them meant, but it starts with getting them interested. They give you their information, and then a series of actions happen that you don't have to touch because you built them ahead of time. Absolutely. And so that's just to dip your toe in the water of automation. But here's another example of it on a higher level. If you've ever been, I love to shop JCPenney. They have my favorite brand of clothes there. So I shop online and I put some things in the cart, and then of course I get distracted. And about 20 minutes later, between 20 minutes and an hour later, I get a little email. Hey, did you forget
to check out? Yeah.
Cart? That is automation as well. And we call that abandoned cart. Yes. So we just set that up ahead of time. You can set up ahead of time to ask for testimonials and referrals from happy clients, and you make sure they're happy first. That's part of the automation. And you just send them an email. How did we do? Did we do well? If they say yes, then they're going to give you a good testimonial. So then you turn around and ask them for a testimonial. Another great thing about automation is, in that same example, if they say, no, you didn't do a good job, they follow a different path, and you ask them, can you please tell us
feedback? Yeah.
Give us feedback. We want to make it right. So they can follow two different paths, and that's automatic as well.
And that's even more valuable than the people who say, hey, you did a good job. Because if someone says you didn't do a good job, then you're like, okay, this is something that needs my attention.
Yes, if someone is willing to tell you what you did wrong, that is a treasure. Yes. You should never be aggravated when someone wants to tell you what you did wrong, because there are 10 more people who won't tell you, but they'll tell other people what you did wrong.
Yeah, and therein lies the danger, because in the same way, the satisfied customer will tell their friends, their family, and you get all that residual business. On the other side, if someone's not happy and they don't tell you, they'll be telling their friends and their family the same thing. And so you have not gotten a chance to right the wrong, but you're getting the negative feedback from it. So that's really very important. One I find one of the simplest aspects of automation, and we don't really look at it as automation, and you mentioned that in the discussion we had before, is the importance of having a dedicated phone number for your business. Because when you have that dedicated phone number and you can't answer it for whatever reason, it presents you in a professional light. It takes messages for you. Whereas if you're using your personal phone number and the recording comes on and says, hi, it's John, I can't talk to you right now, as opposed to, hello, you've reached Rita Thomas Enterprises. I'm not available at the moment. Please leave your message and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Amazing, because then you've captured a lead right there, because the person who called you will leave their information. So
yeah. And that, having a separate business phone line, having that professional voicemail answering, that builds trust. Yes, and people have to know you, like you, and trust you before they will spend money with you. Yes. And that's just one of the touches that you need. But if you have, there's one CRM software that I know of that also includes the business phone line with your CRM, your email marketing, your calendar scheduling, and your invoicing. And the best part about that, I don't even know the best part because I could talk all day about the phone number, but one of the best parts is every time I talk to someone on the phone from my client database, it records that I talked to them in their record. So all their emails, text messages, phone calls, invoices, they're all in one place in their database record. And you can't get that if your phone is not integrated with your CRM.
Absolutely.
You have to then make a note to yourself on a sticky pen or something, and remember to later go into your CRM and mark that you talked to them and what it was. Whereas if the phone is integrated, it's all happening at the same time and saves, again, more time savings, more stress off of your head.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Rita, for that. That is super, super important. I just want to now give you the opportunity to share with her any other little tidbit, anything you want to share, give to the listening audience.
Well, I do. I have a free download, and I'm going to put that in the chat right now, that you can download 5 things about automation that you need to know. And this is a PDF document that you can just download and keep it, look it over, see if any of these resonate with you. One of the first ones is that automation is not robotic. Mm-hmm. A lot of people feel like 2 things happen, and that's why they don't want to use automation. They're afraid that it will sound robotic and cold, and that it'll go crazy, and it will bombard their friends and their clients with way too much stuff.
Too much
stuff. So the solution to both of those is that you control the rhetoric. So you say in your own voice what's going out. It's not robotic. And you control the frequency. Who gets the emails? You can segment your list by people that have different interests and only send them things that are interesting to them. And then you, of course, control how often they receive something. So you're not at the mercy of the automation.
Right.
You use it, it's a tool. It is not something that takes over your business.
For the purposes of our listening audience, Rita, do you have a website that you can share?
I am building my website right now.
Okay, awesome. But I see your phone number is in the background there, and I will share it with the listening audience. It's 865-326-3656. You want to reach out to Rita. It's 865-326-3656. Rita, I can't tell you how much I've learned, and I have an established business. I'm not a new business owner per se, but we all learn something new every day, and I've learned so much from you. You've given us the link to your you've given us a link to your service. We've shared your phone number. Where else can the people find you, Rita? Where are you on social media?
A free monthly webinar. And the next one coming up is the 16th of March at 6:00 Eastern time. And it is all about how to automate your way to freedom. So that's what we were talking about before, the freedom to have the time to spend on your hobbies or with your family. And so that will cover more in depth about exactly how to make that happen with automation. And that link is in the chat as well.
Awesome. And I know you're on LinkedIn, but are you on any other social media platform?
Yes, so I am on LinkedIn and Facebook, and
they can find you as Rita Thomas.
That's right.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, Rita, I can tell you it's been such a fascinating conversation and has really shed a bright light on the importance of automation. And I, speaking for myself, will look at it through a different lens. Oftentimes people think of automation is just managing your emails, scheduling your appointments. But nowadays, automation is linked to social media. It's linked to other platforms where you can there promote your business. So it's been a fascinating conversation, and I thank you so, so much for being with us. And
Thank you for having me. I enjoyed it very much.
Okay, I am happy. I'm so happy you did. And I hope to have you back soon.
I would love that.
We can talk about your webinar, and we can focus on we can focus on the aspect more of quality time, getting quality time from automation, how automation improves our lives, not just as businesses, but as people. So thank you, Rita. And thank you to my listening audience. And for those of you who will be watching this on YouTube, thank you. Until next time, thank you for being in the Prism for Enterprises School of Business. Bye now.